Right. Thanks a lot for joining this webinar, Digital Collections and Payment Experience. I know, post-lunch sessions are a little tricky, but I'll try to engage all of you. And if you have any questions or queries during the session, feel free to make a note of it or put it in the Q&A or chat. I'll try to answer in this session itself, or else I'll do one thing. After this session, I'll try to reply to your questions. Yeah. Let me share my screen. Yeah. So I'll try to stick as much as possible. This is one of my favorite topic, especially the billing, collections, invoicing, and follow-ups. So effective digital collection payment experience. While I try to touch on the previous experiences in terms of collections, the old mundane method of payment collections. However, we will try to focus more on the methods and procedures of the modern collections. Yeah. Before I actually go to the topic, I'll try to brief what we are, and I'll give a little background of what we have been doing on this technology space. We are a 20 years old organizations in US, and we've been implementing ERP across all wide variety of industries. However, while implementing these ERPs and consulting business, we could identify a few very niche segment in terms of reaching out the customers, engaging, enticing, and providing them an experience so that they can stick to the customer, stick to the business, right? So from that standpoint, what we have identified is the first and foremost product that we could derive is the nudging of customers, and the second one is the payment experience. While I definitely brief those product in brief, but at a very high level, this is what we could derive over a period of time, and these products and solutions we have implemented in US, and we are now trying to acquire customers in India. So this is an illustrative client. So what we have across globe, especially from the consulting and product standpoint, and all this we could do because of our association with these valued partners. By the way, since we are a PFAC, so we have undergone the PCI DSS level 1 certification, and most of our product deal with the customer sensitivity, and that's where we have gone through the ISO 27001 certification as well. I'll try to touch two use cases, or rather customer case studies that we could see a significant improve when we have implemented the digital collections, nudging, and the payment experience. So the first one is our largest implementation. In US, what we have done is we have implemented the communication platform and the payment experience product for one of our customers, which is Washington Gas, which has close to 1.2 million customers. After implementing, what we could see over a period of a couple of years, that there is a significant reduction on inbound calls to the call center. The volume of calls that significantly got reduced, which is around 200%, and then the number of communication through email and SMS, the campaigns that the system has disseminated is close to 3.5 million. And we could also, traditionally, they used to go get paper bills and kind of thing. And what we have done is We ran campaigns for digital enrollment and digital adoption, especially receiving the bill and reminder side of it. That's where we could see significant adoptions. Around 50% of their customer base could adopt to the digital enrollments. And then we have around 101 million payments we have processed through our payment platform. And the overall product could save significantly for our customer, which is close to 542,000 annual transactions that we could save. This is another example where we have implemented our communication and the payment product, where we could see that's Howard County, and where we could see that significant reduction of 14% in the inbound call volumes especially, and 19% of reduction on unpaid bills through emails and SMS nudge campaigns that we have disseminated, planned and executed. Similarly, there is a 50% increase in the enrollments and digital adoptions, and close to 42 million 41.4 million payments we have processed. Now, how did we do all these things is a primary question that we usually get when we present these case studies or discuss these case studies with our customers. I'll walk you through, I'll discuss those things as part of this webinar as well. So these are the two distinct offerings that we have. One is the consulting side of it, which is predominantly in the space of SAP and ERP consulting, where we have significantly done implementations in the space of utilities, which consist of water, gas, and electricity. By the way, the examples what I think in our day in day out services also, we could correlate the water, electricity, or gas bills that we get. So probably our presentation or discussion will be around those examples only. However, if you want to hear from any specific from me for any specific use cases from various domains like credit cards or banking or NBFCs or lending or insurance space or any e-commerce, feel free. I could brief on those examples as well. So our experience, especially on the public sector and utilities, where we have implemented simple to complex SAP scenarios or business process, where we have done the billing, rating, and payments. That includes tax collections and bad debt management as well. We have also implemented smart grid and AMIs, while we have also done the bill aggregations and consumption patterns analysis. We have put it across as part of the dashboard that a business needs. And then we have also developed, designed, and implemented a mobile adoption strategy for these utilities. On the product side of it, we have three products, which one is the Nudge. Nudge is a communication platform as a service. So this is available on cloud. Your communication strategy, like any kind of communication that you initiate with your customers, it could be SMS, email, WhatsApp, push notifications, IVRS, all these digital connections, the digital communications that what we have seen, companies usually adopt these communications in silos. So first they implement SMS gateway, start communicating with their customers through SMS. Yeah, please feel free to put your question in the chat. then they implement email, then they implement WhatsApp or IVRS and all these things, which are actually they implement in silos. And what we have done that, we have brought all this digital communication into one platform and offering this as a service. I'll brief you the significance of Nudge, which is our customer communication platform, and why it is different from others, and how it can help you in implementing the digital collections part of it. Yeah. Then we have one more product called Money, which is a pure payment gateway product, which helps in terms of receiving payments through debit card, credit card, or UPI or net banking and things like, or from wallets and things like that. Besides this, we also have a digital wallet that will help in terms of managing your wallet related transactions. Then the third and important product what we have is an experience platform. In fact, this is a multi-channel customer experience platform which is available on web, mobile, and this has a capability of integrating a real-time integration with your existing homegrown system or an ERP or a business support system or an operational system or any kind of CRM or a financial accounting system kind of thing. Moving on, I'll slowly brief one after another the product. So traditionally, we have seen that, in fact, even 10-15 years back also, we could see that, the traditional way of collections or the communication for collection used to be a piece of paper that reaches you via courier or a speed post, and then because then it was email adoption was there. I think 10 to 20% email adoption was there. I might be a little wrong on the percentage side, but there was a generation which was having access to email, and then SMS was also there. So people used to get reminders about the bills. It could be your credit card bill or your insurance renewal bill or your electricity or your municipal water or municipal tax, those bills. And then maybe because of the availability of infrastructure or lack of digital adoption, people used to go and pay physically at a kiosk or at any seva centers. or sometimes, I think 2005 or 6 onwards, we could see that you can go to that portal, and there were few sites where you can go and provide your unique identification number or customer subscription number or account ID that will give you, sometimes that gives bill related information, or you have to input the bill details also, and furnish your card detail or payment method, or provide the necessary information, make the payment. And prior to that, we could also see that, while the credit card side of it, if you see, we just go and sign a check and drop at the nearest or their home branch or related relevant branch and drop into the box, right? Or if it is bills, again, you have to approach an electricity office, or sometimes the collection guy used to come, so you have to make payment through physical currency. Now, slowly, we have seen when there was a time around 2009, 10, 11, where the cloud adoption started slowly in India, and we could witness that few people started implementing the portals, the customer portals, or sometimes they used to provide us a few interfaces where you can go ahead and furnish the details and start making the payment. Now, if you see, I think after 10 years almost, in fact, in 2020 onwards, there's a significant improvisation in terms of the overall collections and payments. Now we have seen that the B2C organizations, especially when B2B has gone so far, but B2B also, they are tuning to the customer adoption, especially on the digital space as well. Now we are seeing people paying through consumer-facing applications or apps where they just provide their phone number and or the UIN number or account ID once, and the subsequent it goes and fetches the bills, and subsequent month onwards, it slowly reminds you saying that your bill is due, or it could be due on so and so date, kind of thing, right? Now, if you see, I'm sorry for that. Now, if you see the overall transition, these are helping to go and fetch the bills and remind the customers. Now, that is happening when customer himself is showing interest in making the payments. Now, we have seen where the business is also trying to engage with the customer because of their large customer base. They wanted to implement a few customer communication strategy, which also includes the collections, which is important. So it's important that the business gets paid on or before the due date. And for that, what we have seen is they send SMSs. It could be T-15 days basis or T-7 days basis, left and right. They don't know whether the customer, even though they're paid also, sometimes they send the communication SMS. Similarly, email, or sometimes they send the IVRS notification also. And recently, even WhatsApp, since they have adopted the WhatsApp as well, so they'll start sending the WhatsApp. Now that's being the scenario now, where still the customer communication is happening, digital communication is happening, and it is happening multiple times, irrespective of the status of the payment, and where the customer might have paid. And sometimes there are scenarios where the business is got the payment, but still, because of the mundane way of sending communication, they are still getting the digital things. But what we have done, I'll just walk you through also the changes what we have brought into the business. I'll discuss, and how we have significantly reduced the amount of the spend on the collection, digital collection side of it. I'll just discuss. While we are specialized in customer experience, that includes payment, communications, and when we initiate, especially when we initiate or we allow, or the customer which adopts our communication platform, they can provide an options called preference. And also there are a few call to actions which will significantly reduce the spend on the communication side of it. These are various payment channel integrations that we have done. Keeping the Gen Z or the digital adoption, what we have seen across the globe, people wanted to experience ease of payment, right? It could be while driving, while talking, while swimming, while on a holiday trip. We just want to make the payment without getting charged for late payment fee, or without forgetting it. It's just a couple of seconds. Hardly it takes a couple of seconds to make the payment. That's where we tried to cover as much as possible all the payment channels, be it SMS or WhatsApp, be it payment through the chatbots or digital kiosks, even your smart speakers like Amazon Echo or Alexa, and the IVRS. Definitely, IVRS is a long. I think it's been introduced since long, but we try to make it available as well. Besides the regular web and mobile, the crypto one, India standpoint, we can park it aside. But however, because of the crypto adoption in the US, we have made it available. Yeah, so I will definitely. I'm getting few questions. I'll definitely answer these questions one after another. Please don't mind. Just a second. I'm trying to read. So we'll discuss about the product Nudge, which is a communication platform. So all the digital modes of communication till as on today, what we could see that, the email, push notifications, SMS, WhatsApp, IVRS or chatbots or kiosks or smart speakers, all these communications we have brought into one platform. Now, this platform, what it does is it allows you to plan, to design your communication strategy, to plan, orchestra, and then disseminate the whole communication. When I say orchestra, it more or less it has a workflow where you can design your communication workflows, and the strategy that you can adopt could be that, first send the communication on SMS, wait for 1 day, 2 day, or 1 hour, 2 hour, based on the frequency that you want to set for your communication strategy. Then send email, then send WhatsApp, or initiate IVRS, or initiate push notifications. So whatever adoption that you or whatever communication that you choose, make sure that you have some call to actions also. So what does that mean is, if it is payment related reminders, nudging your customers gently to make some payments, make sure that you are giving them a smart landing page to make to ease the payment process, right? Similarly, if you're trying to push some new product and services, and you are inviting them to do some registrations, make sure that you have those registration landing pages, right? Similarly, in this context of this webinar, on the digital collection side of it, if you see, it's like, you can initiate the whole strategy in T-7 or T-10 days basis. Initiate SMS, then email, then WhatsApp, and then push notification, IVRS gently, and give them some frequent intervals so that you don't bother them. And you need to, the system automatically catches or captures the call to action that your customers have taken at the set frequent intervals. So whenever they take a call to action, and then onward, the system will drop them from the list. It will not send any further communication if they have taken some call to actions. So that way you can reduce unnecessary spend, unnecessary communication, bothering the customer, all this stuff. Yeah. So this is a process. What we can do is, you can go to nudge.pro and you can sign up yourself or request for a demo. We will definitely walk you through how you can plan the templates, how you can design your templates, your own branded templates, and start communicating it. It's a self subscription mode. You can sign up and start using it. Just in case if you need any help, probably our customer success team can help you out, or drop an email at Kiran@nudge.pro. Probably I can also connect you with my customer success team. Now, this is I've taken utilities as an example because we usually correlate ourselves for either telecom, utility, or credit card kind of scenarios. So largely, by and large, we see that electricity, water, gas is something that we are very close to our day in, day out interactions. So this is exactly how we help any business, right? One, we provide a single solution for all your bill presentment. Especially, you can present the bills to your customers in the PDF format, and we manage your invoices as well. And then one single solution for bill presentment, payment, and communication needs. And then we have built in adapters that reduces the overall time to market. Means because of our experience in the space of ERP integrations, we have pre-built the adapters which can significantly reduce the I guess what I understand, what I can recollect is from 6 to 8 weeks to it drastically reduces to 2 to 3 weeks overall integration scope. And then fully integrated communication channel. So it is not one way, it is the two-way communication that we establish when we integrate with your ERP or with your business support system or with your operation support system. And then it gives a 360-degree view of customer interaction and insights of the customer behavior pattern, response pattern, and analytics. And the benefits, it is anyways outlined. I can also share this information with you after the after this webinar. Just keeping, I think we are running short of time, but how it works, say for example, this is your business and we have implemented Nudge here, which is a real-time integration with your ERP, and we can implement all these communication channels. And by the way, all these are interactive. They interact to each other. So once you upload the data, and then onward the system takes care of it. You don't need to upload the same data for in SMS server, the same data in email, or the same data in WhatsApp. So once you upload the data, then onwards you define the workflow, and the action will be taken care by the Nudge platform itself. And by the way, you can send the communication for either a bill or enrollment purpose, or bill presentment, or signing any contracts, notifications. It could be reminding about their due date, reminding about the renewals, reminding about their, or welcome. You can send a welcome notes kind of thing, and also set up the auto pay kind of thing, contract management agreements, whatever communication you feel that is important and very, very essential for the communication, that you can design and set it across. While you initiate this personalized communication, there is a reactive consumer or behavior that you can see from the customer, where he can go view his bills or pay or take the call to action, which could be a payment or a payment schedule or a payment agreement. All these things also he can initiate. The landing pages that you design, they can go land there, they can view and start making the payment. While making the payment, remember, we have a capability, because we are PayFac, and we can also process payments. However, we can also integrate with your existing payment gateway or payment interface, and then start processing these payments through credit card, debit card, UPI, real-time payments, internet banking, and all this stuff, and update the same in real time back to your business. It could be utilities, bank. If it is bank, then core banking system. If it is NBFC, then to their platform, insurance platform, and things like that. I'll start. I think it's already 3:30, and now I'll just take 5 more minutes and try to get into the Q&A side of it. Please feel free to pose your questions. I would definitely like to do the second follow-up webinar because I think we are running short of time, and I don't want to take more than 30 minutes of your valuable time. Thanks a lot for joining. So I got one question, which is, would you install kiosk and manage on behalf of the client? We actually, it depends, right? So because it is a business driven by the provider, so ideally we recommend the business to install the kiosk and have a tie-up with the local. If you're installing it in a grocery shop or any supermarket, so probably they can do it. However, the technology side of it, definitely yes, we can manage it, but the physical side of it, you have to employ someone or ask the shop owner to take care of it. Any other questions? Okay, great. So thanks a lot for joining this. Please feel free to drop me an email, kiran@nudge.pro and kiran@tilli.pro also. So I'll be able to connect you to my customer success team, or please go ahead and log in or subscribe to yourself for the Nudge subscription, which is available at nudge.pro. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye.